Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today we have quite a few dev blogs that were released earlier today. Some involving the way of distribution of some very highly anticipated ships, although one probably isn't the most wanted in the game currently. And we also have the details of the new Pan-Asian cruisers and some other general news. So we're going to go through these in the order that they were released, starting with the Pan-Asian cruiser details. I will have the timestamps down below, so you can go ahead and go to whatever section you wish to hear about first, and the links to these will all be in the description down below if you wish to read along as I read aloud, or want to check them out for yourself afterwards. Also, too, any images or artwork will be posted up on screen if you don't want to go to the article to see them. So let's go ahead and dive right into the Pan-Asian cruiser details. And a new ship too. Alright, so Pan-Asian researchable tier 5 to 10 cruisers, as well as tier 9 Pan-Asian cruiser Dalian have been added to the game for testing. Please note that all information in devblog yada yada website. Researchable Pan-Asian cruisers will be added to the game for testing, so the Chongqing, the Ramat, the Chumphon, the Harbin, the Xizhong, and the Jinan. Those are the ones that we've gone over before. Basically an Atlanta line from about tier 6 on up. And then we get a tech line Austin at tier 10 with the Jinan. Alright, so they say the tier 5 to tier 7 ships were developed on the basis of real British and American ships. Harbin is a small cruiser project that was being developed in the USSR at the turn of the 1930s or the 1940s. The Tier 9 and 10 cruisers are variants of light cruiser projects developed in the US during World War II. The ships of the new branch are distinguished by their small caliber guns, high rate of fire, and powerful deep water torpedoes, but rather low survivability. All cruisers have a smoke generator consumable with a reduced reload time, and starting from Tier 6 DFAA. Tier 8 to 10 ships are equipped with the torpedo reload booster, and starting from the Tier 9, the repair party consumable. So unlike most cruiser lines that start to get their heal around Tier 8-ish, these guys get theirs at Tier 9. It's not super rare for the cruisers to get the heal at Tier 9, but most of them, from recent memory at least, start to get them from around Tier 8. Alright, now the Dalian. Dalian, how do you say it? A variant of a small cruiser project developed in the Soviet Union featuring double-purpose artillery, the Mark 6s, with the enhanced ASW armament of the post-war period. The ship is armed with 10 130mm guns and 5 turrets with flat shell ballistics and 4 triple torpedo tubes with standard torpedoes, unlike researchable Pan-Asian cruisers. Dalian is equipped with a smoke generator with short reload time, repair party, hydro, and also has a decent concealment. However, this ship has weak armor and a high placed citadel. Alright, so let's go look at some of these reload times. So let's see what the tier 7, I do believe, yeah, the tier 7 is the Pan-Asian Atlanta. So let's look at that one. Also, I believe the Ramat is the Ditto class, apparently. I'm sorry for not knowing that. Quite a few people were a little bit annoyed about that, and understandably annoyed that apparently this is coming out in the Pan-Asian line rather than in the British tech tree or premium. I'm 100% sure that within probably 3 months of this Pan-Asian line coming out, we'll probably be getting a premium Ditto for the British line. Alright, so the tier 7, the Chumphon, which is the Atlanta, 26,400 hit points, 10mm plating, 6x2, 127mm guns. It is the Flint loadout. It's not the Atlanta, because Atlanta has the wing turrets, and the Chumphon and the Flint does not have the wing turrets. Firing range 12.7 kilometers. That's so short. So let's see. What's the reload time? 6.2 seconds. Yeah, it's an Atlanta. It's an Atlanta with deep water torps. So let's see. So it gets damage con, DFAA, smoke generator. It's active for 30 seconds. It takes 70 seconds for the smoke to disperse, and it reloads in 100 seconds. Gets 3 charges of that base. So let's see. So yeah, I mean, it's an Atlanta pretty much. There's probably a little difference here and there, but I mean, yeah, it's an Atlanta. So let's see. Let's see what the tier 9 and 10 are like. Alright, so the tier 9, 29,000. Not a big pickup from tier 6. 29,800. 16 millimeters of plating, 6x2 127s against the same amount of guns as the Chumphon, and the same caliber too. 13.3 kilometers though, okay. And this is, of course, without any builds on it, so you can probably get this up a little bit longer, but not too much. Maximum HE shell damage, 1800. HE armor pin, 21 millimeters. Base, so yeah, you're either going to take IFHE and cut your fire chance down from 9% down to, what, 5%? Dang. What's the reload time? Reload time, 5.2 seconds. Okay. And he gets 4x4 of the 533mm torpedoes. Again, these are deep water torpedoes too. 12 kilometer range, speed 67 knots. What's their detectability? 0.8 kilometers. Yeah, their deep water torpedoes are hard to detect. So the Tier 9 gets Damage Con, DFA, Torpedo Reload Booster, and you get 3 charges of that. Okay, cuts the reload time down to 8 seconds. It gets Repair Party, 28-second repair, and 149 hit points per second. Reloads in 80 seconds and has 3 charges. And Smoke Generator, same as the Chumphon, 30-second duration, 30-second activation time, 70-second duration, and 3 charges, in a race of 450 meters. Alright, the Jinan, the Tier 10, the Tech Line Austin. So 30,700, 16 millimeters of plating. Dang. 5x2, again, 127mm guns. And 13.5 kilometer max range. 1,800 HE shell damage, and again, it doesn't have sap. What makes the Austin really scary is that it has sap and that main battery reload booster. This ship does not get that. So 31 millimeters of pin, 9% chance of causing a fire, 808 seconds is the HE shell velocity, AP shell velocity is 808 as well. 3.8 second reload time though. That's not bad actually. But again, it doesn't have the reload booster of the Austin. Now, when the Austin's reload booster is off of cooldown, when it is on cooldown, you have an 8-second reload. So 3.8 seconds, that sounds pretty good for spamming HE. 2.05 Sigma, maximum dispersion 126 meters. I mean, it's an HE spammer. This Sigma doesn't really need to be that high, nor does the dispersion need to be that low. 4x5. 533mm torpedoes, maximum damage 17,900, 13.5 kilometer range. So the torpedo range is the same range as the base gun range. Lol. 69 knot speed, nice. Reload time 133 seconds, and torpedo detectability 0.8 kilometers. So it's consumables, damage con, DFAA, torpedo reload booster, same as the last time, 8-second reload time with a charge set of 3 and a 240-second reload time. Repair party, 28 seconds, 153.5 points of HP healed per second, 80-second cooldown time, and 3 charges. Smoke generators, same as the previous ones as well. Okay, so yeah, they're HE spammers. Yeah, they're probably not going to be that enjoyable to fight against. However, they are quite squishy. If you ever played against an Austin, or, I mean, any of us who've been playing for long enough, you know that Atlantas, sure, they're annoying when they're in a good spot and they're docking you down, but boy, like, it's really easy to blind fire in Atlanta. I mean, you've got, like, literally 6 turrets going off every 5 seconds to show you where the ship's at. Of course, with radar and such, too, we gotta remember that, especially for these higher tier ones. There's so much radar at higher tier now that it's not going to be the hardest thing to blap these ships out of existence if you can get them spotted. Now, of course, getting them spotted is going to be the task. Now, I'm really curious now, are the Tier 8 and the Tier 9, are their torpedoes the same as their main battery firing range as well? So let's see the Tier 8, which is the Harbin. Torpedo 2's range, 12 kilometers. No, okay. So the torpedo tubes for the Harbin, the range is 12 kilometers, but the main battery firing range is 13.3. So that's just a thing for the Tier 10, it seems. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be annoying to play against them, but if you catch them, you're going to be able to just send them back to port pretty easily. We'll see how they go during testing. They may change them out completely. Of course, that's happened quite a few times here recently with Sunlines. Alright, so let's look at the Dalian, the Tier 9. So 27,400 hit points, 16 millimeters of plating, again 5x2, 130s though, so slightly bigger guns than the Pan Asian mainline, 13.5 kilometer firing range, HE damage is 1800, 22 millimeters of pin, 8% chance of causing a fire. But man, this velocity though, 950 meters a second, and the AP as well, 950 meters a second, with a maximum damage of 2,600. So yeah, it definitely has those Soviet guns. Oh yeah, this ship's gonna be freaking spicy. With a 4.5 second reload time with 10 guns. Good lord. 4x3, 533 millimeter torps. What's their range though? 10 kilometers. Maximum damage 15,100. 60 knot speed. 90 second reload time. And they're detectable from 1.2 kilometers. It gets damage con, repair, and hydro with a 100 second duration time. Torpedo detection range of 3.5 kilometers. Ship detection range of 5 kilometers. Reload time of 120 seconds and 3 charges. And smoke generator, 30 second duration time, 70 second dispersal time. Yeah, it's the same as the other one. So it gets the pan agent smoke. Alright, so yeah, we're getting a lot more HE, which I wish they would have done, another like close in line, but we literally got 3 close in lines back to back to back. We got the Italian battleships, we got the Dutch cruisers, and now we're getting the German battle cruiser line split as well. So I guess it will, and I mean, these ships are technically close in. You can boost the range a little bit, but you can't get it back out to like, pre-commander rework small links where there could be a small links from almost 20 kilometers away burning you down. So they're technically close in ships, but it's more HE spam. But again, they look very, very fragile. I'm sure if you can get in a good spot, it's going to be as annoying as hell to deal with them, and I'm sure I'll find that out for myself pretty soon whenever they go into the game for testing. Alright, so next blog, Arms Race, Clan Battles, and Other News. Alright, the closed testing of Update 10.10 will soon begin. This update marks the return of the Arms Race, a new season of Clan Battles, alongside some other news. Arms Race returns to this game. Arms Race returns to the game. For this iteration, we've made the following changes. There were 2 power-ups added, the armament damage increase and the current and maximum HP increase. What? There were the following power-ups removed. The reload time enhancement of a ship's and the squadron's consumable. The ship's maximum speed and rudder shift time increased together with the engine cooling reload time reduced. Okay, that was a mouthful for a power-up's name. Now the power-ups that replenish the ship's HP first restores parts of the ship that cannot be repaired by the repair party consumable. As well as this, the effectiveness of this power-up was reduced. Oh, man. An economic reward for players who collected the power-ups was added, while the number of power-up levels decreased from 6 to 3. As a result of this, the effect of each level was increased. Since this change, more power-ups will appear on a neutral ground, while the teams will begin a battle in the same wide formation as in random battles. Alright, so they made a little bit of changes to them. They removed the my favorite one, which was the main battery booster or armament booster module. You could freaking stack 6 of those on you and have some real nutter to load time on your ship with adrenaline rush going. Or if you had good lord, imagine a freaking Austin if they had those skills, those power-ups still in the arms race mode, with 6 of those stacked and it on maximum AR with the reload boost going. That would have been a proper machine gun at that point. And for the HP, it sounds like instead of healing the parts of the ship that your heal can heal, it's going to heal the parts of the ship that your heal cannot heal, like Citadel damage, I would imagine. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. I do love Arms Race. It's a wonderful, fun arcadey mode where you can kind of just, throw the whole simulator part of this game out the window. Not that there's a whole lot in this game already that's a simulator, but you could kind of just throw that to the wind, go have some fun, and enjoy that mode. So it's going to be 12v12 battles aboard the ships of Tier 9 and Tier 10. This is an important stage of testing this mode before its appearance in random battles for the future. Oh, look at that! So they are adding Arms Race to random battles. Okay, Wargaming. I like that idea. I mean, there's a very strong argument, though, to put this convoys and historical and asymmetrical battles in like I've said before, their own random game mode of the week mode, but I think it'd be a good idea to put in random battles, add some spice into random battles. Alright, the clan battles. Throughout the period of 17th of November to the 3rd of January, the 15th season of clan battles will be held as a 7v7 battles around the Tier 10 ships. The limitations: aircraft carriers will no longer be allowed in battles. What? No CVs, boys. No CVs in the 15th season of Clan Battles. Wow. Wow. I'm surprised. I am genuinely surprised. Oh my god. Break out your Stalingrad with your radars, boys. Huh. Dang. I'm genuinely speechless. I guess they probably gauged that people were absolutely just burnt out from CVs due to the current season right now. It's been a double CV season. It's been a CV and smoke season. It's been a very, very painful, very annoying season. It leaves very little room to goof up when you're having to smoke each other up with Perths and Hwankies and having CVs on either side or even playing against two CVs. So I guess they relented to the community and no CVs this CB season. I am very happy to hear that. Now, like I've said before in the past, I do think CVs should be in clan battles, although, of course, they need to balance them around 7v7 because, again, it's a class designed to be a class of 1 in a 12v12 game mode. And when you reduce the amount of ships on either side down to 7, you run into balancing problems. So they should be in there, but it's a question of how the heck do you balance it for 7v7 without fundamentally changing the way that the ship works. You know, it's a mess, but they should be allowed in with some type of balancing. And the Storm and Cyclone idea that they had a couple seasons ago, that didn't really work that well either, because you had some matches where you had the Cyclone, some matches where you didn't have the Cyclone, and you didn't know beforehand. So there were some comps that were better for no Cyclones, some comps that were much better for a Cyclone match. It was a big mess. Okay. There cannot be more than 2 battleships per team. The team cannot include 2 of the same ships. No wall of Stalingrad, although you could do a wall of Stalingrad, Moskva, and Petro if you want to. Okay, I like that idea. I like this idea of no 2 of the same ships. That's good. I like that. To diversify the format and to shake up the existing CB gameplay among Tier 10 ships, we decided to hold a new season without the aircraft carriers. In future seasons, CVs will be available in clan battles again. Alright. Other news and changes. The availability, price, and characteristics of some signals and camouflages were changed. The For Merit to Service, Rising, Blue Lagoon, and Economic Signal, India Bravo, Terra 3 are no longer available to be obtained. The bonuses and price of Type 1 and Type 2 camos have been changed. The camouflage now grants -3 to the ship's detectability and +4% to the attacker's shell dispersion. The camouflage price increased from 7,500 to 22,500 credits. Oh boy. Got a little bit of a boost to its performance and they tripled the price. Good God. We work on the separation of exterior elements, e.g. camouflage and signals, from the economic bonuses. The aforementioned changes of availability and the characteristics of camouflage and signals are just a part of that big change. We shall share more detailed information later. There were 5 achievements added that are only obtainable through divisions. Oh, okay. So let's see. What do they add in? The coordinated attack. Your division has to destroy 7 or more enemy ships. That's not that hard with some of the teams that we run into. Hand-to-hand, your division has to damage 10 or more enemy ships. The damage inflicted to each ship has to be not less than 20% of her max HP pool. The Brothers in Arms, each division member has to destroy 2 or more enemy ships in a single battle. The Strike Team, the division has to inflict not less than 50% of the total HP pool of all enemy ships. The General Offense, the division has to destroy the ship types of 3 different types. Okay, that's great for people that like to div up. All right. Divisions to the above-mentioned achievements can be obtained in random battles. Division Stars, the special bonuses for playing together with each member of your clan, has now been changed. Now the Division Star could be obtained 3 times. Having achieved a victory in battle, for obtaining divisional achievement, the Coordinated Attack, for obtaining the divisional achievement, the Strike Team. Throughout the entirety of Update 10.10, the engagement stage of naval battles will be conducted in a group format. Clans get randomly distributed in groups of 25 or 50 clans. The amount of oil received at this stage will depend not only on the number of collected stars, but also on the place of a clan in the group. With the release of 10.11, a standard engagement stage format will be replaced with the group format every 4 weeks. The portraits of all commanders in games have been updated and unified by their size. There were several new portraits of commanders added. Oh, so they updated the picture. Alright, that's nice. New content. Alex says the new content. All right, Wargaming. The early access of German battle cruisers of Tier 3 to 9 continues. To recognize this, a German Battleship Cruisers Part 2 flag and patch have been added. There they are. I really like the flag. The flag looks clean. I do like that. The framework of the upcoming Black Friday event has been implemented. Again, we already went through this. Dunkirk B, Loyang, Saipan, Palmer, and Yoshino. Okay. And remember on the attack of Pearl Harbor anniversary, we have also added Roger Archibald and Koichi Nagata commanders, the Memorial of Arizona Battleship flag, the 80 years of attack on Pearl Harbor patch. Look at that. Oh, I like the Arizona Memorial flag. That looks very nice. For the Sea SmackDown Replays competition, a same name flag, patch, expendable camouflage, and achievement were also added. Oh, I like that camo. It looks kind of like Tiger Sharky, but there's some nice details on the side. Like they're having these replay contests, but like we still don't have a proper replay player or viewer in the game yet. Other content: Shark Rage permanent camouflage for Austin. Oh, I actually like the color coordination on that. That looks good. The Blue Sky camouflage, 4 years on Steam flag and patch, and the Steam Super Container. The Steam Super Container, which they don't have a picture of. Okay. The way of obtaining these items will be announced later. All right. That's the end of that one. And finally, way of distribution of new ships. In future updates, apart from the early access to new German battleships, you will have an opportunity to put some new ships in port for free. We'd like to tell you about the resource these ships will be available for. Kearsarge, the frickin' battleship carrier hybrid monstrosity, will be available for coal. Yep, you heard that right. Kearsarge is a coal ship, as many predicted, and they were right. So Tier 9 is going to be a little interesting when this ship gets released. Tulsa and Gibraltar, Tulsa being the Tier 9 American cruiser, is going to be coal as well. Gibraltar, the Goliath with another turret, will be research points. So, Gibraltar, I'm going to have to regrind lines to get her for you guys to review. That's going to be a fun one to do. I'm not sure this is a worthy investment for the Gibraltar, because sure, a Goliath with another turret's interesting, but it only has AP shells. It doesn't have the the highlight of the British heavy cruiser line, which is those HE shells. So we'll see how she goes. But again, with that many guns, it might be interesting. 12 guns, 12 gun cruiser. It might be something. But the Kearsarge being released for coal. Whew. Now, I don't think the Kearsarge is going to be as nutty as people are making it out to be, because it only has rocket planes. It doesn't have torpedo bombers like the Issei or the Tone. It doesn't have dive bombers either. It's just all rocket planes. And with that attacking delay with the gun firing, I don't think it's going to be that great. I really don't. It might be a little derpy, and sure, 3 of them in a division coordinating attack on a single target like with the Issei, there could be some derpy fun there with your friends, but I don't think it's going to be worth the probably 250 or 248,000 coal, or the $77 price tag it's probably going to come out with. So that's my 2 cents on that. They don't say exactly what update these ships are going to come out with. I'd say the Kearsarge maybe with the German battlecruiser event, because it's been quite some time since her announcement. Gibraltar and Tulsa, I think probably a little bit later. Anyway, guys, that's all the news for today. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Also hope to see you guys out on the stream tonight from 5 p.m. U.S. Central Time to 8 p.m. U.S. Central Time right here on the channel and on Twitch. Hope to see you guys out there for that. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 30,000 subs. Just passed 28,900 a few days ago, and I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Hope you're all having a wonderful Friday and have a wonderful weekend. And I hope to catch you guys in the next one.